What's going on, gamers? Welcome back to From the Deck, and today we are looking at Unchained. Now, Unchained is a deck that I love very much, but spoiler alert, you shouldn't take this list as a serious one. This is just somewhat a competitive, somewhat budget, somewhat fun version of the deck. Because if you have read any communist agenda, you will see that this deck basically is communist turbo. So, because the means of production are for everyone, this version of the deck just likes to turbo out the means of production by any sort of means. So, let's just begin right ahead. Let's look at our monster lineup. We have triple of avoidable Unchained Soul and one of Unchained Soul of Disaster, pretty standard ratios. 3 Aruha, 3 Rakea, and 3 Saraba. The only monsters that we need from Unchained, which is basically every single monster, because every single monster floats into something else, which is really fun, really interesting. The only one that doesn't float per se is Disaster, that's why it's a one-off, and it cannot special summon itself. The main thing with Unchained, for those of you who don't know, because you are not gamers, is that they like to destroy themselves to float. So Aruha destroys one on the field to special summon itself. Raka quick effect can destroy a card on the field, on your field, and Sarama sets one from your graveyard and then destroys one card. Pretty standard. And Unchained Soul, Unchained Soul basically just pops one because of course. And it special summons itself, and it flies, and it special summons itself. So pretty much that's why we played it. But let's go into our spell trap lineup here. For spells or traps, we are playing the 3 Searchers, Abomination's Prison. Of course, this is the only card that's not called Unchained. 1 Wailing, because that is the gamer way of playing this deck. 3 Escape, and 3 Chamber. Every single card on this archetype says when destroy special summon, except the ones that don't. So all of these ones say so. And Abomination's Prison, which cannot be saved by Sarama's effect, can search any Unchained card. Wailing can destroy a card on the field, not targeting when you link someone, which is the theme of the deck, so you are pretty safe doing that. And Escape is a 1-for-1 trade. You pop one of your cards and one of the opponent, and Chamber special summons one from the graveyard or the hand. Pretty cool, but realistically you just want to pop them to float. Every single card in this archetype is once per turn, because if it wasn't once per turn, it would be a very broken archetype. Then, because we're going second, because we're gamers, we're playing 1 Pancratops, as if we could play more. 2 Eater of Millions. Eater of Millions is a card that is very funny. It outs Dragoon because it doesn't target. And if you already wasted Dragoon Negate, you just special summon it and banish it. And it can no longer come back, which is really awesome and really fun. Because of that, we are playing triple Dark Ruler no more, so we don't have to deal with Dragoon anymore, or any other problematic cards on the field. The copies of Allure of Darkness, which I'm wondering where the other copy is, and I think it's right below here. 2 copies of Allure of Darkness as our ways to draw anything really. Double Twin Twister, because Double Twin Twister helps us getting rid of any worrying back row that you may face. And then of course the Sus card. The Sus card is a card that you can put in here as your free one-off that does anything you want. It can be Monster Reborn, it can be Foolish Burial, it can be whatever you want. In this case, what I'm playing on my Sus card is the 1 single copy of Mystic Mine. Yes, because Mystic Mine is your 4 copy of Dark Ruler no more. It can be negated, but if they don't negate, then they lose. And because we probably don't kill because we activated Dark Ruler no more, we have triple Solemn Judgment to negate any sorts of coming back. And for those pesky back row removal or pops on the field, We play triple Waking the Dragon. We don't really need to play any targets outside of the engine, because the engine itself lets you link summon using your opponent's monsters, and Waking the Dragon just special summons them by any source of means. So pretty healthy, pretty standard list, of course. Anyone will convince you to play hand traps or regular traps. That's not the gamer way, because we are gamers. We play Fortnite 24/7. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. As for our extra deck, we're playing triple Rage, triple Anguish, and two of Unchained Abomination, which is the Link 4. Because we are running into either of millions, we can banish any combination of this, and you're really fine. You're gamering, so you can banish 1, 2, and 1, and you have 4 banishes there of your necessary 5. For targets going into anything that you can play, the 2 Nightmare Unicorn, because spinning a card out of seal is really good. For generic extra deck slots, we have 1 Nightmare Phoenix to pop back row, 1 IP Masquerena. Yes, they lock you into Fins, Saruja, and Rakea, but if you haven't activated their effects, you can go into Masquerena and then just have a link that is protected from card destruction. Borderload Dragon, again, another just means of stealing opponent's monsters, which is the communist agenda that this deck has. Topologic Bomber Dragon, just to pop anything really uncomfortable that you don't want to deal with. And then Ultimate Falcon as our only outside of the links target for Waking the Dragon, because it is unaffected, and being unaffected in these times of quarantine is a miracle. So, what is the style of play of this deck? I will let you do that research for your own on your homework, because the only idea that I have with this deck is that you can steal monsters, and if you are not stealing monsters, it's not the gamer way, and it's not the way that makes Russia very proud. So please, if you like to make Russia proud, make a comment on this video, give it a like, subscribe, and see you on the next one. See ya. Well, before we go, I want to thank Habercardman Christian here, because he edited this video and he had to support me talking for around 7 minutes at this point about Unchained without giving any point or any excuse of why did I make this list. So thank you, Christian, for editing this and making my life easier. See ya.